So something weird might have just happened. I don't know, but I started thinking about it. So the mistake the CEO made was that he gave an AI the power to decide who gets their claims accepted and who does not. The same company also used different strategies which were left in the casings on the scene. Uh, Still rumors, but like every second casing had a word on it that related to the um, rather. I would say it's legal what they did, I guess, but so long as they kept it hush hush, but it was not ethically good what they did with their company and their decisions. So the mistake, I guess, was that um, they fed some information, data into the AI. And I don't know how their process works, but the AI has the capability to take data and then just come up with whatever answer it is. It could be totally random. It could have some sort of a bias towards one thing or another. Um, but in any case, the AI would munch up this data that was given to it, and then it would output uh, really inconsiderate decisions. Now, at this point, you can say that this whole system it's just not it's not great because AI isn't on the level yet of human um, human ability to understand nuance in any kind of way. But the biggest problem here is that the AI probably didn't understand that this guy this guy is not poor. So the AI does its thing, but I would imagine it lacks any type of ability to comprehend the nuances of the American society. So when it gives out this decision, it is not based on the society that the Americans linger in. So you have the top strata here with all the money, basically the 1% or the smaller than 1%. Then you have the second one, pretty huge amounts of money. Then you have like the middle class, okay money, the money that you can, send your kids to college. Then you start having this where there's more people than money. And then you have this area where people can be treated however you like. And there's no, they're Americans have homeless people basically just hanging out on the street, um, veterans of war and stuff. So then the AI is sort of, as you would imagine, flawed. And this guy here, I'll give him a color. This guy here is being treated like he's poor, but he belongs, I would say, around here. And he apparently suffered from back pain, and it's possible that it was quite serious because there's an image with some sort of pins in his back. So he must have injured it somehow if it was him. And then he goes, for some reason, he has this shitty company as his healthcare provider, and they feed him bullshit. So I'm sure there are other factors when considering this, but he was probably facing a little bit of a downfall, at least in his mind, to the dirty middle class kind of area here. At least in the sense that he's not able to do all the things that he was before. So he's not only is he rich and his family is rich, they own like country houses and stuff apparently. His brother is like a politician, but he's also extremely handsome, and he has jacked muscles, and he's not. I would imagine he's not a complete idiot, because he understands at least that he's probably hanging out with people who are. So people who might not be the smartest or the most, uh, let's say, people who might lack in depth. And he maybe starts understanding that his friends are sort of abandoning him because he is now, might be in a sense a future cripple, or he is crippled now in many ways. He cannot go and do stuff, and people look down on him. So it's very hard for this guy. So if he falls down, he's got his family, he's got everything. So things are good from this perspective, especially. From here, you're thinking, what the fuck is this guy doing? He could have probably just paid for any type of surgery himself. He apparently he already had surgery, so maybe the surgery was botched, or something went wrong, and then they start feeding in the claim. So he's like, the surgery was shit, and I need some legal money, and so they feed it to this guy who's happily going to his hotel to a conference, knowingly, because he's here basically. I would imagine he is in the very top strata. He's just going about his day like everybody else. Everybody's looking this way. Nobody is looking this way. So he is blind to everything that's happening. Anything that's happening, because who would do something like this? Who would find him? Who would have the resources to play around with monopoly money and buses and travel and stay at a hostel for a long period of time? This guy would. So we might have witnessed, perhaps, possibly, there is a chance that we witnessed an AI get one guy killed and then another guy in prison for his entire future life. And maybe there's a lesson in this. I don't know. Who am I to judge? But I thought that might be an interesting angle to this entire event. Goodbye.